Cool. Now the recording has been started and we are good to start with this session. Okay. So guys, let me just change the layout once and I request you all people to just please pin me and Anjan side by side so that, or just keep us in the spotlight. So, we are quite visible to you people. Okay. Chalo. On that note, I welcome you all in today's session, and this session is going to be really the most wanted session of tech hack technologies because I know many of you people, most of you people are from college and you guys has been learning cybersecurity, but learning is not the only stuff that you guys are looking for, right? You are looking for some internship opportunities as well, some jobs as a fresher, right? So in today's session we will be looking how to get an internship or a job at some good company. Now, what do I mean by a good company? Do I mean getting a job in only an MNC? Is that what I mean by a good company? Anyone? What is the definition of the good company according to you? What do you say?
Well, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Sajid. Welcome to the session, Sajid. You are quite regular in the session.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
yeah, I'm over here more than 10 minutes before the session starts.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. What do you
Yeah,
understand by the term good company, Sajid?
according to me, without the toxic people and the toxic environment,
Okay.
which place we love to work, that's in my mindset and my point of view a good company. I do not care about the payoffs. As a fresher, I just consider these things, not the payoffs. That's it. Thank you.
That's really great. That's really great that you actually understand what is the actual meaning of good company. Yeah. Okay, Ishan wrote good work culture and pay. Kagan wrote where we see a growth in our career. The most accurate term that I was looking for. Okay. You shouldn't look on your salary in the beginning. You should only look the culture that you are going to have around you. You should only see what are the people that you will be working, the learning that you will be getting from the company, the growth that you will experience while working. This is really important to get as a beginner, as a freshie in cybersecurity. Money is not the main stuff that you should look for in the starting. Okay, money matters. Obviously, money matters. Okay, growth is not gonna give you your food, right? Money is gonna give you your food, and it actually matters a lot. But in the starting, if you are getting a quite low pay, but you are seeing that okay, I am getting a good exposure and a good growth over the company, that's worthy. I'll say this. So yeah, now let me introduce you to our guest now. We have Mr. Anjan Neema with us. He is currently cybersecurity research and development intern at Tech Hack Technologies. He also got a pre-placement offer at the position of security analyst at IBM. So today he is going to share his story, that how he started, how he prepared for various interviews, what was his experience while giving the interviews and clearing all those rounds in IBM, how he got the internships, what all things he studied, what all certification he hold. And we have a lot of questions to ask from him. I know. So one by one, we will be asking each and everything from him, and we will be seeing what all stuff he have to share with us. So, Anjan,
Okay,
welcome to
so
Tech Hack.
thank you so much, Rhythm sir, and everyone who have joined the today's session. Generally, it means a lot, and I would like to share my experience, my journey, whatever I have started with, and IBM selection procedure, and each and everything. Just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
from the beginning, the starting, if we go from the very start, so the first question comes around like, when did you started learning cybersecurity?
Okay. So I started my cybersecurity career in my third year. So it is around 2019, I guess. 2019, I started my career with cybersecurity.
Okay.
And firstly, I started my career with as an elective as an ethical hacking. So from ethical hacking, it was jumped to cybersecurity.
That's great. That's great. So, like, how did you find cybersecurity quite interesting? Like, I know there are a lot of other domains as well in tech field. So, what was the stuff that fascinated you about cybersecurity that you thought that I should pick this field and I should go deep into this?
Okay, so in third year, before that, I want to introduce myself. So basically, I am currently pursuing BTech under computer science and specialization in cybersecurity, as you know, from NIT University. So basically, in NIT University, you have a good thing. In third year, you are supposed to select your elective, and many few colleges are there who actually used to do this thing. So in third year, I was supposed to select my electives, and I was very confused that what should be my elective. There we were having AI, ML, then ethical hacking. So for that, I have done few certification, all certification in all domains. So I have done one certification for AI, one certification for ML, one certification for ethical hacking, and so and so. So to get a basic understanding that what exactly I'm going to learn ahead. And luckily, I have done my first certification with Cisco, and it was Introduction to Cybersecurity. And from that, I've got my interest in cybersecurity, and I've taken elective as ethical hacking.
Wow, that's really great. So, one more thing over here, which I just like that before jumping into one domain, you have explored each and every domain. You explored AI, MLs, data science, each and everything. And after that, only you chose. You were not that sheep in the herd who just chose it blindly and just followed it because everybody else was doing it, or it was quite cool to do. Okay,
Exactly.
Raman over here wrote that, is ethical hacking and cybersecurity different? Yes, Raman, cybersecurity and ethical hacking are, it's different, but ethical. Let me clear out this issue. Okay, in the very first webinar of this series, I have actually cleared this thing that what is cybersecurity and what is ethical hacking, right? So basically, in ethical hacking, you only deal with the offensive side of security, while in cybersecurity, you deal with the offensive as well as the defensive part of security. So that's the basic difference. Okay. Fun fact, we are in the same phase now. Yes, I chose cybersecurity as my track elective. Wow, Gagan, you are at a good position, I guess. So Yash started cybersecurity at his 11th class. Wow, that's a
Wow.
quite early start. That's great. So yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead. Like it seems a quite interesting story that it's I guess
Hello.
just 1 year for you, right? To get started in
Exactly.
cybersecurity, and already you have cracked an interview at IBM for the security analyst job. So at a very small time frame, you have achieved so much stuff. So like
Thank you.
I am expecting that you were studying cybersecurity for around uh 15, 16 or 17 hours a day, or you were studying cybersecurity for whole day in your last 12 months. That's why you have got this. So like what was the actual mantra that have got you over here?
There is no mantra for security. It's basically your interest. So for me, cyber security, particular security, is an illusion. So every time you dig into it, more you will find something new. Okay,
Yeah,
and the result which you are expecting is different for what you have got. So it's like you are looking for something and getting something else.
that's
So, but keep that in mind. You need to practice, and by practice, I mean you need to keep on digging. If you stop, once you stop, you will be trapped into the illusion, and you will think that okay, this is the most secure website we have. So it's not like that. Every time you will go into it, and you will find something bug or whatever it is. So
Oh,
hope you all are getting my point. What I want to say, that security is basically an illusion.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And yeah, guys, let me tell you, Anjan is also a bug bounty hunter, and he is doing really great. I don't know if you are following him on LinkedIn or not, but yeah, he keeps on posting about so many write ups and the vulnerability that he found and the procedure as well, how he find and some tips and tricks as well. So
Hmm.
Anurag wrote, how many interview round are there in IBM? We'll come to it, Anurag. We'll come to the process. What is the interview process and the
Definitely.
recruiting process of IBM as well. Let's just take up some basics. How he started. What was the experience? So you said that practicing is the key. Okay, it's
Exactly.
the the main thing that you have done. So what all platforms were there on which you practiced, and it said that real time experience and the lab experience is quite different. So
Exactly.
what are the places on where you have practiced your stuff?
Okay, so for particularly for hacking and bug bounty, I started with HackerOne and slowly come to Bugcrowd and Inspective, and there are many more websites who are actually looking for such stuffs. So for the bug bounty, I started with HackerOne, and for cybersecurity particularly, if I talk about, then I started with Kali Linux. So I started with basic port finding things and basic things what you have to do in basic cybersecurity. And the main thing is I focused in my course area. So whatever my faculty used to teach me, I used to do a practical part of it. So yeah,
Yeah, that's really great. That's really so. That's what you mean. Like both these stuff are important, right? Not only practicing on lab can make you perfect, but you have to practice on the live target as well. But we can't deny the
definitely,
fact that you have to practice on the labs as well, right? So the
definitely,
combination
definitely.
of both is actually important because people say that there are a few vulnerabilities that they practice on the live website, but they cannot practice a few on them, like SSRF. Obviously you are not going to find SSRF on all the websites, right? So
Correct.
you have to practice quite like SSRF, SQL injections, and RCE on the labs, on CTFs, right? Because that are the places which you'll get experience. You cannot just go on the live website and find a RC. That's true. That's true. So now, fast forward to today. Okay, this was the routine that you followed for last 12 months. But before moving to today's scenario, how did you came to know that what is the core domain in cybersecurity that you have to pick up? Like there are so many domains in cybersecurity, and most of the people are really confused what to choose and what not to. So how
Hmm.
did you choose the core domain?
Okay, so when I started my cybersecurity career, so in starting only, my faculty told me that these all are the different types of domain available in cybersecurity, mainly digital forensics and many more there related to investigation, related to bug bounty, and the capturing the flags, and many more are there. But uh, slowly, in my fourth year, when I come in my fourth year, so I started with a basic bug bounty hunting, and when I started it, I found it very interesting, and then I chose cyber security or that particular domain, or bug bounty as a domain, and go with it. So it's
Okay.
like you need to just go with the flow, and slowly will adopt the culture and whatever it is required.
That's really important. Like you just need to keep on going, doesn't matter what your speed is, because each and everyone have their own speed, own pace of learning, right? So
Definitely.
just keep on going, and slowly gradually you'll find that you are inclined toward one specific domain. You don't have to just go and find out what domain you'll choose, what domain you just don't need to freak out. Just go with the flow, and slowly you will see that you are inclined toward one domain, right? That's
Correct,
really
correct.
great. That's really great. So now, yeah, moving forward to today's scenario, fast forward to today's date. What's your routine like? Okay, in the starting you used to, do a lot of practice. So anything, did anything change as of now, or you are just practicing and following the same routine that you used to do 1 year before?
I will say my routine is totally same. There is no change. I am
Yeah.
still practicing and I'm still reading the reports and increasing my list of bugs. So that is my daily routine. I am following that. But yeah, things got changed a little bit. So in starting, I was doing bug bounty for around 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours in a day, and still didn't get any bugs, correct bugs or critical bugs. But yeah, as of now, I used to do my bug bounty hunting for around 2 to 3 hours. That is also a max. Whenever I used to get time on Sunday or on a weekend, I used to do increase my time limit for bug bounty. But as of now, I used to do for around 2 hours max.
Hmm. On weekends or on daily basis?
On daily basis, I used to do for 2 hours, and that includes my practice sessions and reading the bugs and each and everything related to bug bounty. Since I
Yes.
also have my classes and all things, so
Exactly.
I can't devote every time for the bug bounty,
Mhm.
particularly in bug bounty. But yeah,
Do
on weekends, I used to practice and used to test the website for around 5 to 6 hours a day, and
Hmm.
sometimes a whole night on Saturday night or whenever I used to get time, I used to do bug
Yeah.
bounty.
So like you don't have a fixed routine. Okay, it's
No,
just
no, no,
how much you want it to do. You do not force yourself, right?
no.
Okay. I saw that Pinaki have to speak something. Pinaki, do you have to ask something?
yes, sir. Do we need JavaScript and CSS for the bug bounty hunting?
Should I answer or
Yeah,
should I?
please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, so see, as if you are talk about CSS, CSS is completely different. You don't need to learn CSS, but yeah, I will say that you need some sort of idea about JavaScript because the payloads are connected with it. So you need to know how exactly payloads are created. So for that, you need to know a basic idea about JavaScript. But yeah, that is also a basic thing. You don't need to do a 4 hours, 5 hours coding thing. That is not required in bug bounty.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, you should have the skill so that you understand the code, what it does, right? You do not have to
Exactly.
have the skill that you should write the code, but you should develop the skill to read the code, understand the code. That's really important,
Sir,
right?
I have a
Yep.
doubt.
So yes, you have something.
Yeah, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, I started my career in 11th class and currently I'm in 12th class.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
So,
great.
sir, what are the types of bug you find first in your website, in the websites?
Okay. So you are
Anjan, sir.
asking. Okay. So you are asking at an initial stage what bugs I used to find out, right?
Yes, sir, right.
Okay, so when I started with bug bounty, I've read all the basic bugs. So it was SPF, it was Open Redirect. So yeah, in starting 1 month, I will say if you are just learning bug bounty, I will suggest you that in first month you are not supposed to do a testing for a live website. You just need to learn, and learn. That should be your first thing, first step. So in first month you just need to increase your list of bugs and you need to create just enter just need to insert whatever list of bugs you can do. So yeah, but when you will start after first month, when you will start your testing, you will see that you have a lot of bugs with you, and you can try and keep on checking for each and every bug. So for that, I will suggest you what you can do is you can create a folder, and that in that folder you need to read at least 2 to 3 reports each and every day. Okay, so after that you need to just paste the links or just copy the content whatever the report have, and on the daily basis you have to do this. So at the end of the month you will definitely have around, what should I say, it's 90 to hundreds of reports, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, Sajid, I saw that you have raised your hand. You have something to ask?
Yeah, yes, of course, I have something to Mr. Anjan to ask.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
I have learned HTML and JavaScript well. I
Okay.
have the basic fundamentals well enough. I have
Mm-hmm.
the doubt is I move to PHP or SQL, which is first, and do I need to learn the Node.js, React, like some frameworks? As
Okay.
a ethical hacker or a cybersecurity student, do I need to learn them or not? That's the doubt. Thank you.
I will say there is no need, but yeah, talking about the course curriculum in colleges, you have to learn that. So there is no choice because in our fourth year we'll be having our capstone project, and in that I was supposed to learn Node.js, React, and Django, and what all languages we are having. So for that purpose, you have to learn, but particularly for cybersecurity, you don't need to worry about languages part.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, the same question in the different form, and the same answer in a different form, that you do not need to learn coding. You need to learn the skill to read the programming language and understand that.
Definitely.
Again. So this is the thing that everyone should understand. They do not need to code in HTML, in Django, in Python, in JavaScript, or C, C++, C Sharp, Ruby on Rails. No, you need to have the understanding, you need to have the skill to read that code, understand that code, to have the understanding what is the functionality of that code. That is the most important. Yeah. And obviously, gradually, I'm not denying that you do not need programming skills. You do need, but to automate these stuff, to make your own tools to easy your work, you need that. But if you say that for just bug bounty hunting in the starting, do you require coding? No, you do not need to learn coding. You need to understand what that code functions. That's it, as simple as that. Okay.
Obviously, having coding knowledge is added advantage. I
Yeah,
won't deny that.
obviously, dude, like on when you are hunting on so many targets, you are not going to manually reconnaissance on each and every one, right? There are a few stuff like a ritual that you have to perform those stuff on the every website. So why to do it manually? Rather just make a tool which will do it for you. That will obviously save your time, right?
Correct, correct.
That's great. Okay, so Anurag, next question from your side. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, now I'm in third year, and my college want to choose. Sorry, my college.
Hmm.
Sir, college. Sorry, sir. Actually, my communication English skill is so weak.
Go ahead in Hindi, dude. Go ahead in
Okay,
Hindi.
it's okay.
हाँ तो सर मतलब कॉलेज ने बोला सर कि स्पेशलाइजेशन चूज करने के लिए तो वहाँ पे
Okay.
तीन थी सर डाटा डाटा साइंस एआईएमएल एंड साइबर सिक्योरिटी तो सर मतलब मैं अकेला बच्चा था सर जिसने साइबर सिक्योरिटी चूज करी थी तो इस वजह से वो ब्रांच ही हटा दी सर समझ लो
Hmm.
अब एआईएमएल चूज करनी पड़ी सर मेरे को तो सर एआईएमएल के बाद साइबर सिक्योरिटी में अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं सर कुछ
Uh, इसके लिए I will say कि you have the opportunities. What you can do is side by side तुम cyber security का थोड़ा बहुत knowledge gain कर सकते हो.
हाँ सर वो मैं
AIML
सर
is
सॉरी
sorry, say
कंटिन्यू सर
continue. Okay, so for the AIML you need to learn coding, and you don't need to learn coding or you're fed up from that coding part. So I can't help because you have chosen AIML, so you have to learn coding.
But
So
that
for
will
that,
be
सर
an added advantage, dude. Like
exactly,
he is going to learn AI ML. That means he will be skilled in Python, which will definitely
definitely.
help in cyber security to make tools and exploits and own scripts, right? So that is a good advantage to you, Anurag.
and one more question sir actually my interest is zero in AIML and but I have to choose AIML, sir. And
Yeah.
my question is, sir, I also started from Cisco course Introduction to Cybersecurity in January, and I have completed around 6 to 7 courses from different websites and different organizations. And sir, I
Okay.
don't know now where to go, sir. I'm still confused from
So just
where I will
just
practice.
so for that, just I will say just go with the flow. Just learn as many things as you can. In security, particularly in cyber security, you don't have any end. So just keep on going. Just try to find out some internships. Do some R&D work.
Yes,
Try to read reports on the daily basis. Try to see what all news are coming and how exactly they are performing. So Yeah, I think that should help. That should help.
Yeah.
And sir, how much communication skills matter in job? Actually, sir, I think my English is something weak at some point, but
Okay. So for job, if we'll talk about IBM only, so in IBM only we have a round for the English assessment. So I will say communication skills is must. So you need to work on that.
thank you,
It's
sir.
not a hard thing to do, Anurag. Like,
Definitely.
English is not quite hard. You know what is the very interesting and fun way to learn English? You know, dude. I was also a guy who stammered a lot while speaking English, and I used to give webinars, I used to take seminars, workshop. I have to speak a lot, and if I have the bad communication skill, no one is gonna listen me for sure, right? So the best way how I improve my accent, how I improve my English is I used to watch English web series, English shows, movies, and with caption, not without caption, with caption. So in that way, I know how to speak English. I might be quite wrong while writing because of the grammatical errors, but at least I know how to communicate my stuff, how to communicate my thoughts in while speaking. So everyone who have not so good vocabulary, or they have quite tough time while speaking or communicating in English, you guys should go and watch English shows, movies, web series, and that will help you a lot. Just do it for a month or two, and you will see the difference on your own. So
Yeah.
that's the stuff. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
now Anjan, now we'll take a few more questions. Obviously, this is session which is dedicated to all these people who have joined, and the queries are gonna never end. But obviously, we are gonna take each and every query. But before that, I just wanted to know, like, I still remember, I don't know what is the name, but a person said, what is the best tool to use in bug bounty hunting? So I just wanted to know your I just wanted to know your arsenal. What all tools you have in your arsenal which you use for bug bounty hunting?
Okay. So starting, I have started with Bobsuit. So it is a basic tool, and everyone have to do an advanced thing in Bobsuit. So we need to learn that. And then uh, Bobsuit will do a major part, so you don't need to worry about it. But then you need to know Kali. In Linux also, you should have a good command in SQL map. Then there are many ports opener tools. Then in starting, you can use automated vulnerability tools as well, like Nisa's
Yeah,
uh,
Nikto and
Nixo.
NetSpark.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, correct, correct. So that can also help in starting, but after a while, you need to switch on some of the tools.
that's true. That's true. After a while, there are, I would say, a lot of tool available on GitHub which are yet to get explored, right?
Yeah,
The
correct, correct,
more you go inside GitHub and those repository, the great tools you are going to find out, right? So, but obviously, there are possibility that one tool could work for me, but won't work for you, right? So it's up to you. For the subdomain takeover, there are a lot of tools, but I have used around five or six tool, and I got stuck with two of them. But my colleague, he used totally different tools for subdomain takeover. So it's not something that I'll tell you that this is the best tool and you're gonna use it and you will get familiar to it and it will work for you. There are chances that other tool might work for you, not my tool would work, right? So it's totally up to you. You have to explore all the tools, you have to use them, get your hand dirty with them, right?
correct, correct.
So yeah. So like going ahead, okay, is your IBM offer is on or off campus? We'll come to that. Yeah, we'll come to the IBM part separately. That is the last thing that we'll be discussing. But before that, Anjan, now coming to the second part,
Mhm.
when did you got your first bounty? When you started bug bounty hunting journey,
Okay.
in how much time frame? What was the duration? Like within 15 days, 20
Mm,
days, in a month? When did you got your first bounty?
it was around 30 days after 30 days. So you need to wait at least 30 days. and you need to just practice. So I will say the company name also since the bug was resolved. So company name was EV Box. So from EV Box I got my first reward, and it was a gift hamper containing few pencils, notebook, then a laptop bag, and there are few many things. A beer opener, and that there were many things, right?
That's great. That's great. Beer opener. Wow. I never got one.
It was very cool, and the also I have got a Amazon gift voucher from same company. Since the bug was quite huge and critical one, so the bug was privilege escalation, and for that I have also got a gift voucher of 10,000 rupees. Amazon
Wow.
gift voucher, yeah,
So, like, overall, I am assuming that your first bounty after 30 days was around 15,000 rupees.
correct, correct.
Wow. That's really great. So guys, that really doesn't matter after what specific time period you're getting your first bounty. I have seen people who just get their bounty within a week. I have seen people who get their bounty after 2 or 3 months. So as I say, it's just your own pace of learning and moving. Do not compare yourself with others. Everybody have their own mindset, they have their own brain, and they have their own understanding and power of learning and executing stuff. So just go with the flow. Yeah, Pinaki, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Like I am in the fourth year of the CSE background, and my parents were like, "Why you are not selecting in the placements and the other stuffs?" I said them already. My domain is different. Like I am in the cybersecurity stuff, but they are like, you should know the coding too. You know, you were working on the 3 years. Since 3 years, you were just coding and coding, and now you are giving up. Like, you want to change your uh, like interest of field. Like my interest recently, when I was in third year, my interest was in AI and ML, and I completed since till then 3 projects in AI and ML. And now one of my teacher knew that I was working in the sixth year, like sixth sem. He just told me to complete this project. He told me more and more project about machine learning and AI. And I already said him that I changed my field into cybersecurity. Then he totally comes to at a point that he said AIML is the biggest field, you don't know about it. Overall, the cybersecurity will come into that point. I was like, sir, it's my opinion that I want to change my field in cybersecurity,
Definitely, definitely.
but
So
he
first,
just don't.
so first you need to clear between what you want to choose ahead. So for the job position also, you need to clear that you have
Obviously,
to choose
obviously. I want
cybersecurity
to
or
choose
AIM.
cybersecurity, obviously.
Okay,
But
so if
like,
you want to choose cybersecurity, then I will suggest that uh, do check the job role for the companies, whoever is offering you internship or a placement. Do check the job role. If the job role is different from security analyst or related to cybersecurity field, then don't go with that path. And I will say that this should help. This should help and clear your doubt.
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
So like Anjan, now okay, we all know that how you got to learn stuff, but when did you thought like you should now go ahead and fetch an internship? Did it happen gradually, or now it came within you that now I know a few stuff that
Okay.
I should go ahead with the internship?
Okay.
So like, what was it?
My internship part was very strange since my first year I want to do an internship in my second year. So and it was like I need to do an internship whatever is the job role. So I started my internship with a content writer. So since the company was just a startup company, and I started my internship with a content writer, and gradually when I created my content, the content was related to mathematics and physics for the students. So and obviously the stipend was very low, but gradually when the company grows and when my manager asked me their personal questions that what is your interest. So I told him that my interest is in cybersecurity. So then my job role was changed into security analyst, and that was my period of internship. And I was in this part, I will say I was very lucky that my manager was good, and he just changed my job role from content writer to directly to security analyst.
Wow, that's a quite accidental story of your first internship, right?
Definitely.
That's really great. That's really great. So like, you never thought that this is the time when I should go for a security internship, but
No.
this good accident won't happen with all of us.
So
So this
for
is
them, so for all of you, I will suggest that in third year is a good time to go do at least one internship related to your domain, whether it is cybersecurity or whether it is AI/ML. Yeah, since as I have done, if you generally want to do an internship, so don't go with a job role in starting. You can do anything. Like if you have a good caliber of writing things, if you can write articles, you can do a storytelling thing or whatever it is, so you can do with that particular job role. And once you come into a commercial life and you understand what exactly you have to do and what are you have a task, so you can like gradually will come into security analyst or whatever is your domain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, most of the people have this in mind that they are gonna learn in the internship, right? They have started their career in cybersecurity and they just go ahead to choose an internship, and they feel that in the internship they'll get training, because in India the concept of internship has been exploited. In the name of internship, people are giving training instead of the work experience. That's what internship was meant for, but instead of giving the work experience they are giving training. But this is what the misconception has been created within a student, that if they wanted to learn something they should grab an internship. They just forget that internship is to get the work and the work experience and to implement the skills that they have learned. Okay,
Correct.
so that's what we say. First of all, have some knowledge at least. You shouldn't be just like, okay, I'm totally blank about each and everything, and once I'll get the internship and then I'll study. No, dude, you won't be an asset to the company, right? You have to showcase yourself as an asset to the company, that company requires you, not you require that company. This should be the mindset while hunting for the internships, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's really great of you that you have accidentally got the internship. So most of the people, what they say is, your core domain is bug bounty hunting and web pen testing. So what people say, that the crowd over here is quite huge in bug bounty hunting, obviously, because it is quite popular nowadays and become a buzzword. So most people say that the chances of getting a valid vulnerability is quite low, and most of the time on Bugcrowd or on HackerOne or any other bug bounty platform, the bugs that people report get duplicated, right? So
Correct.
what do you say? Like, obviously everybody wants to get those swags and gift hampers and bounties. So what would you suggest where they should go to get all these stuff? Like all the vulnerability that that I have seen from your side, I haven't seen any on Bugcrowd or HackerOne nowadays. All the programs are RDP. So how do you find those RDP platforms to hunt for? And you know why don't you hunt on Bugcrowd and HackerOne mostly?
Okay, so when I started with my bug bounty, I started with HackerOne only. But for 15 days, I have reported around 30 to 35 reports, and every reports were some of them were duplicates, some of them were not accepted cases. So I was very angry that why it is so. So gradually, I turned from HackerOne to simple RDPs, and I just do a Google search. In starting, I just used to do a Google search for whatever websites are offering some rewards or for bug bounty. So that was my case. Like I just used to do a Google search for my Google search was depends it can be your for the US websites you can directly search for US websites responsible disclosures. So you'll get many websites which are offering swags or whatever it is. So that was my starting thing that I do.
That's great. That's great. So, like, you might have also used a few Google Doc to easy your search.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely, I was coming to that part only. So once I've started with Google search, then I've gone with Google Docs. I have a GitHub repository which contains all the Google Docs related to US, UK, swags, reports, monetary sponsorship, and what all not. So it can be a T-shirt and whatever it is. So Google Docs helps you a lot for finding valid RTPs and the websites which are offering bug bounty.
that's great. That's great. Okay, so now starting with the a few questions, and then after that we'll start listening about your journey of getting into IBM. So yeah, anyone, please go ahead for a few questions, and then we'll see how he got a PPO from IBM. Okay, Surya asks, sir, what is the methodology to hunt bugs? Okay. So Yash have asked that what is the methodology that you follow to, what is the methodology that how you approach a target? If I say that you have gone to xyz.com, what is
Mhm.
the first thing that you will do? What all stuff you do from the beginning to this end?
Okay, so it depends website to website. So in starting, what you can do is you can simply read the about us page, and you should know what exactly is company meant to be. Okay, so let's talk about Facebook. You should know the basic concept what Facebook do. So after that, you will get a clear idea. Okay, so now I have a chat box, I have a, profile thing, I have my profile picture, and you will get slowly, gradually, you will get what all vulnerabilities I can check. So this can be a starting initial
So it's just
methodology.
like playing with all the functionalities of the website, right?
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah.
after getting understanding that what website is functional and meant to be.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Okay. So now over here, many people, they say how they will find out the companies, good companies, in which they can do internship, right? Because as I
Okay.
said, that the concept of internship has been totally broken in India, and most of the company what they do is instead of doing internship, they just go ahead with the training and stuff. And okay. A very interesting and fun question. Everyone over here, what do you mean by the paid internship? Over here, anyone, what do you mean by the term paid internship? Practical knowledge ready for company? First paid.
Pay then gain.
Yeah.
Nobody says something.
So basically, I won't take the name of the company, but I saw this. They were saying we offer paid internship, and when I investigated a little bit, what they were asking for is first you pay us, and then we will offer you the internship. I'm like, dude, that is not the internship. That's the training part. So that's this is how badly India is affected. So be be very smart while choosing the internship. Don't just see that okay, this is a paid internship. Might be possible there are chances that the company will ask you to pay them rather paying you. Okay, so
There are many companies who used to do this. They said that this is a paid internship, and at the end you will go into this blah blah company, but they ask for you to pay us. So
exactly. This is what
The same
happens
here in
over there.
Pakistan. Same here in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
here in
same there in
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Yeah. So we all are
So
neighbors,
in
so same habits and
yeah.
same exploitation over there. Yeah. So yeah, basically, I always say that LinkedIn is the best platform to go for finding some internships. And when I was in my first year, I did around 5 or 6 internship, and many companies approached me to do an internship at their company, right? So this only happens when you are quite active, when you share your journey, your learning, your achievements, your experience about the domain. That is how you get noticed. I have seen many people who do not have shared any learning or any experience on LinkedIn, and they just directly DM me that, dude, I'm looking for an internship. Why would I give you internship? Okay, I'm not asking for your resume. Resume is the second or the third stage that I'll look into. But firstly, if you are approaching me to get an internship, at least have your good profile to showcase, right? Because if you will write a line that I'm looking for an internship in cybersecurity, the first thing, even before replying you, I'm gonna tap on your profile. I'm gonna look how you have maintained your profile, what are the posts, what are the featured posts, what is your experience, what is your learning, in what domain you are into, each and everything. And then only if I find you eligible and quite interesting person, only after that I'm going to reply you. Otherwise, companies do not have a lot of time to reply each and every person, right? So you should have that profile, so that you outstand from the crowd, right? So that is really important. As you go with the cybersecurity domain, you should regularly share your learning, your experience. If you have found any tool, any write up, do share it with the people. Increase your network. If you are searching for an internship, just write a post. Write a post that you're looking for an internship, you have this experience, so and so skills, and you could be a useful asset to the company, and they might approach you, right? So this is how you could find internship. Yep, Sajid, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Actually, I am getting jobs as a web developer, but I am learning cybersecurity. What should I do? I accept that jobs or just deny it? Because I think when I accept that, I have to work more for it, and I have to improve myself for the web development. So I have less time to learn the cybersecurity, and I have interest in malware analytics. So that time management will be collapsed. That's a problem. And another point I am going to express here, many of them ask the free resources. If they want, they can follow David Bomble YouTube channel. Every month, first week, he do the giveaways. This month, I have taken part in a giveaway and got some Udemy courses for free. So they can
Yeah,
try it. And the
that's
YouTube channel of Simply Cyber, Professor Gerald, it's also another useful resources. So you can also check that. It's my humble request to check that. Thank you.
that's really great. That's really great. So Sajid, if you are getting a job as a web developer, I'll say just pick it up, because that will be a good source of income for you, right? And side by side, along with your job, after 9 to 5, you are quite free, so you could learn stuff, right? Because your destiny will be shaped about the your destiny will be shaped only on the basis of the hard work that you do after 9 to 5 job, right? Your 9 to 5 job is not going to give you anything. Yep. Ishan, do you have something to ask?
Oh yeah, hi Rhythm, Anjan, Ishana. So
Yep.
I'm currently in my third year, and my question is this: so like I do pen testing on a regular basis, and I'm learning something or the other new every day. So the thing is, most companies that come to our campus mainly recruit for SDE roles. So
Yes.
like
Yeah.
yeah, so like the first round is just DSA round. You have to be good at coding and so on. And when talking about off-campus, recruiters seem to want skilled and experienced candidates. So what can a fresher like me do? Because I have the knowledge and I'm constantly expanding on it, but from a career point of view, I'm like really confused. I'm in the middle, nowhere. So what
Yeah.
should I do?
This is a quite a very big issue, Anjan. I'll say you are so lucky in the NIIT that you have got a company which was hiring for the security role, but generally on campus placements only have the role of SDE, or SWE, but they do not have the roles of security analyst. So,
Security analyst.
you know,
Correct, correct.
how should one approach for a job if they are into security?
Again, what a person can do is they can make their profile as good as possible, because if you are applying for off campuses jobs, they are really tough for as we compare with on campuses jobs. So if you are good enough and skilled enough, so obviously a company, whatever it is, it's on campus or off campus, they are gonna hire you. So yeah, you need to increase and make your profile as strong as possible. That's what you can do.
So basically, what happened is, Ishan, you just have to find out. There are a few companies which I'll name, like there is TCS, there is Deloitte, there is Detox Technologies. What these companies do, they do not see your certification, they do not see what field you belong to. Doesn't matter if you're a civil engineer or a mechanical engineer, they organize a CTF, right? And if you clear that CTF, then they are directly gonna hire you without any certification, without any experience, without any specified domain in engineering. They'll hire you. So there are a few companies that you could look off campus, not on campus obviously, but yeah, off campus you have to look for a few companies like TCS, Deloitte, and Detox Technology, and there are a few more. And LinkedIn is the best way to approach. And
Definitely.
I don't know how many of you are using the LinkedIn's jobs feature, but over there you will find a few good companies which are hiring for those roles, and you can directly connect. If there is a startup, then you can directly get and connect with the founder of that startup or the CTO of that company, right? And
And
that will
and
really help you.
and Ishan, if you are good in pen testing, then I will suggest that go with the CTF. It will definitely help you a lot.
The CTF is
Try to.
surpassing people. Like my friend was a civil engineer, and he is really a great bug bounty hunter and a good CTF player. And he just cracked the Deloitte CTF, and he got
Nice.
placed at a SOC L2, and he is currently earning around a decent amount of 14 to 15 lakh per annum. So that's really great. Okay, so yeah, Suyesh, do you have anything to ask?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Is security analyst and pen tester role is same or some different?
Yup, yup. Okay. Yup, Anjan, I want this answer from you. What is the
Okay.
difference between a security analyst person, okay,
Mm-hmm.
security analyst, penetration tester, or application analyst? There are a few similar
Sir,
roles, right?
sir,
But
I have
do
to
they
add
have the,
something. Hello?
yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, please add security engineer in that.
Security engineer, web
Okay.
application pen tester, cyber security analyst. There
Mm.
are quite similar roles. So all these roles are different from each other, or they have just the different name, like synonyms.
No, 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 no. They are totally different from each other. So if I talk about security analyst, so here what you have to do is you have to analyze the product, company product, and make it as secure as possible. And at the end, you need to create a presentation, whatever you have find out, and showcase to to your manager or your company. So, and if I talk about pen testing, so pen testing is different from security analyst. Here, you are not analyzing your product, or you're not focusing on one part. You have to do a testing of a whole website, you should say, or you can do whatever you want. So pen testing is basically using Linux or using whatever tools you have, but security analyst is you have to adopt that particular tool which company is using, and use the product and analyze that particular product. So this is how this makes the difference. And security engineer is again a different thing. Here, I guess you have to analyze the particular product, and then you have to resolve that particular thing. So
Yeah, like you have to make some architecture, secured architecture, and you have to see stuff how you can manage the security, right? It is not quite related to application security specifically.
Hmm.
You have to see the security of overall infrastructure in a company, I believe, right?
Correct, correct, correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so one more question over here. If we talk about the job in cybersecurity, then the most commonly found job is of SOC analyst. And there was a person in the last webinar. He asked me that if I get placed as a SOC analyst, then it is quite a monotonous job and it will become boring after some time. So, what are your views on that?
See, in starting, company used to hire you as a SOC analyst only. So for that, you don't have any choice. So, but yeah, what you can do is you can perform well in starting only, so that company used to give it a boom and change your level 1 to level 2, or give it your CISSP job or a different job role what you are not expecting. So that can be a thing. But yeah, if you are bored with SOC analyst thing, what you can do is side by side you can do a bug bounty hunting, you can do pen testing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we say, right? Because
Hmm.
SOC analyst jobs are commonly available, but they are not the only jobs available in cybersecurity domain. You should have
Correct,
that
correct,
eye
correct.
to get the correct job. And even if you are getting a job as a SOC analyst, that's not an issue. You can do SOC analysis for 6 months or 1 year, and then you can switch in a better company. And that will be a plus point for you, because in that case you will have
Definitely.
two steps. One, the corporate experience working in a company, and the second, you already have
Hmm.
a job experience of 1 year in cybersecurity domain. So this will be a plus point for you. Okay, you shouldn't see that after your graduation at the age of 21 or 22 you should be a well settled company. Dude, you have just started your life. At least you should have a
Exactly.
target of 24 or 25, right?
Hmm.
If you are forced to do a job at a some different position, as Sajid said that he is getting a job as a web developer,
Hmm.
then for a year or two you can do so, and after that you can switch, right? If you are getting a job as a SOC analyst, just do so, and side by side just hunt for better opportunities,
See,
right?
what happen is that for L2 and N3 level jobs, you need an experience of at least 5 to 6 years. So
Yeah,
in starting only, if you are thinking that I should get that level of job, so that is very difficult. So
that's
you need to show them that yeah, I can do this level of things at this stage only. So for
yeah.
that, you need to join them as a security analyst only. So you don't have any choice for that.
Obviously, that's true, that's true. Okay, I see quite a few hand raised. Yeah, Sajid, please go first.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And you are talking about LinkedIn, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because LinkedIn considers as a ECV. Yep, ECV, right? Electronical CV.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
I'm talking about the job opportunities that I'm getting all from the LinkedIn. I am sharing my achievements, my projects in my LinkedIn story. That's why people communicate with me. And your potential conversation skills also matters. How you communicate the people, how you make your conversations. And another thing, you have talked about the English.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
not a
Correct.
hard language. Once I was a hardcore FPS gamer. That time I have learned talk English fluently without any shyness. So it's
Yeah.
also that was my dark time of my life. I have left all studies. Just leave it. But that experience I have learned just something. Any good in that bad. Yeah, because do not shy on speaking English. Whether right or not, just speak. So you can practice it. That's it.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
so we have a live example with us. The things that I and Anjan have said, that you need to have a good portfolio and you need to have a good profile on LinkedIn. And see, Ajit have did it, and he is getting some job offers. So you have live example that this technique obviously works. So you have to do so. So okay, Anurag, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Sir, my question is that, sir, we should only learn only offensive side of security, or we have to learn defensive side?
Okay, so in starting, you should start with offensive side, because to resolve the bug, you should know the bug, right? So you should start with offensive part, but gradually you should come to the defensive part as well. So for defensive part, as we talked about L1, L2, L3 positions only. So at higher position, you are supposed to defend the website, and that is a very typical job you
Yeah.
have to do.
So, like, I'll share a small story of one of my student. His name is Lavan Kumar. I guess this was a time of around October or November 2020 last year. So what happened is, he was a person, he was getting trained under me. So within his third day of his training, he got his bug. Okay, and while he was writing his report, I forced him to write the necessary mitigation or the remediation of the bug. And the company, while he was reporting the bug, he was offered $100 as a bounty, but the company asked him if he could resolve the bug as well. And to resolve the bug, the company gave him extra $150. So that could be
Okay.
a plus point for you in bug bounty if you know the defensive approach as well, that how you can mitigate the bug. So this can be a good plus point for you if you are getting your experience with offensive as well as the defensive part, right? So that
Also,
works.
also for the defensive part, you need to learn coding. So
Yeah.
as we talk about in starting, that coding is obviously is a added advantage. So if you have that capability and you have the caliber to, actually go to the code and change the things, then good to go. Then you can do defensive part as well.
So true, so true. Okay, Prinal have asked, so does OWASP top 10 knowledge requires in forensic department? Anjan.
Okay, so in forensic department, you don't need OWASP's top 10 vulnerabilities. So OWASP's top 10 vulnerabilities is basically the popular, I should say, the popular vulnerabilities that we are having in websites. But for forensic part is totally different with security part. In forensic part is related to the investigation. I don't know much about digital forensic, but yeah, I have the course. So it's basically you need to investigate, and you have to see. It's related to defensive part. You can say that a hacker has hacked your website, and you have to find that hacker. So for that, you need to do an investigation. So for that, there is forensic part.
So true, so true. Yeah. Sai, I saw you raising hand for a quite long time. If you have any question, please go ahead, Sai.
Yeah, hi Rhythm. I am in my third year of BTech right now, and
Okay.
like I'm interested in cybersec a lot, but I'm quite a newbie in this thing. And to be honest, I'm not so good at coding too. Like I can understand the code quite well in C++, and I have done HTML and CSS, and I don't have any idea about JavaScript. So I don't know the correct path where to start and like how to do stuff and things. So I just want that a brief detail about how to get things done in this 2 years.
I will say start with the certification. Since you are just started with cybersecurity, don't worry. Start with certification. Grab as much knowledge as possible. Do CEH, do CCNA networking part, CCNP, Cisco basic certificates, and whatever you can do. Try to grab knowledge, and gradually you will come up to a good level of security.
Exactly,
Okay, thank you,
exactly.
sir.
And yeah,
And
please.
I have a small doubt, Rhythm. Sorry to interrupt. Like as you mentioned, the Tech Hack Technologies bug bounty course.
Mhm.
So like for that, what are the prerequisites?
There are not of many prerequisite, I would say, but yeah, obviously you need to understand the Linux basic commands, and a basic networking understanding is obviously mandatory, and rest of the things are covered in the course itself. So you don't need
Okay.
to worry about anything else.
Bro, you can go with the course. The course is very awesome. Like I taken the course.
Which one? Oh, you have taken the. Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So basically, it took me 7 months and three disk slip in my bag to make this course. So it is quite
Great.
awesome.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely check out the course. I'll just first get well versed
Thanks.
with my prerequisites, and then definitely I'll just do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
I have
you.
a question.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Actually, I am in 12th right now, and I am going for bug bounty and web app pen testing as my job role. if in future. So is it a good career option? Means I can
Definitely,
get
it is a good
success.
career option. Definitely, and
Dude,
you are just in
you are
12.
just asking. I am sitting on the gold mine. Where is the gold?
Correct, correct.
Yeah, dude, you are at a good path. There is not an issue. You can do both of the stuff. Yep, Deepak. If you have any, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am going to complete my final year this month, and I have a job opportunity from Wipro for like project engineer.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I want to work in cybersecurity as a penetration tester, and
Hmm.
for that I'm not getting any opportunity. Like even on LinkedIn, I look for entry level job roles. They ask for 2 to 3 years of experience.
Okay.
Oh,
So in this case, I will suggest that if you are not getting any company and you have tried a lot, then you can and you can join Wipro. Wipro is a good company. So in starting, you can join Wipro. It's not that like, and afterwards, after 2 3 years, you can definitely try and switch your job role to security part.
So, so the joining maybe in end of this month or maybe in next month. So, should I wait for some more companies like I have
You can
applied?
wait. See, it depends on your college list and the companies which your college are offering. So it's like all of your colleagues and fellow mates have placed, and you are only left. Then I will say that go with the Wipro, and afterwards you can change your job role. But if it is just a starting and you have a whole month and many companies are going to come in your college, so you can wait.
Sir, my
yeah.
college don't the companies don't come at my college,
Okay.
but that's another issue. But like off, I have tried for off-campus opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
and I got selected in Wipro. But
Great,
the
great.
the role is in like for Java developer, and I just really hate Java. But
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
in that case, what you can do is if you have a whole month, then you can try to find out more companies who are offering job role related to cybersecurity. See, on the LinkedIn, I daily used to find out a lot of recruiting persons who want to hire persons for security. So I
Yeah.
will not say that there are less opportunity for security. There are a lot of job opportunities related to security. You just need to find out.
True.
yes, sir,
So
like
true.
but most time even for entry level job they ask for experience.
For entry level job, sorry.
Yeah, for entry level job they ask for experience.
I will not say that this is the case for all companies. You just need to find out who all are hiring freshers. I would say, and trust me, if you will find it, like if you have a good LinkedIn profile, if you have a good sources, then you will end up with a good company, and you will definitely will get a good company who are hiring freshers.
I'll just ask to increase your network, Deepak. You have to have a good network on LinkedIn. Okay, there are a few companies that are hiring currently. I won't name them as of now. You may just ask me on LinkedIn. But yeah, there are a few companies who are who are hiring for freshers, right?
Yeah.
So there are a lot of, and you have to increase your network on LinkedIn because it is the problem that I guess it is there with you. That is why you are not getting some opportunities. Okay, so yeah, Anjan.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Now, moving ahead with the question to experience that what was your experience
Hmm.
while giving the interviews? How many interviews did you give for IBM? What was the recruiting process? Was it hard or easy? What were the round? What were the questions related to security and each and everything?
Okay,
Please do let us know.
okay. So let's. My voice is just echoing and reverting back. There is any problem? Can you hear me?
Yeah, fine. We can hear you fine. There is not an
Okay.
issue.
Okay, cool, cool. So, starting with IBM. So, firstly, for those who don't know IBM, IBM stands for International Business Machine Corporation, and it is an American multinational technology company headquartered in Armonk, New York, United States. with operations over 170 countries. Okay, and in short, whatever electronic items you are using in your daily life, it's just invented by IBM. So whether it is your laptop, floppy disk, hard disk, computer, and many many more. So yeah, and now talking about my recruiting process. IBM have in total 3 rounds. Okay, so I will say that 3 rounds and one more round. So one first round is a very initial and basic round. So I haven't counted in my process. So it's just you need to submit your application, online application, and that is also an elimination round. So yeah, your application and your profile should be strong so that you won't get eliminated in your first round only. So yeah, in total you have 3 rounds, mainly for cybersecurity domain. For other domain, it may vary. So 3 round consist of cognitive round, that is your gaming round, and second round is your English assessment round, as I said earlier also, and then you will have your interview, and your interview will consist your technical and HR round together. Okay, so it's not like that your HR round will be different and your technical round will be different. And you have to be careful because each and every round is elimination round, and you may never know small mistake and you may lose. So yeah, and if I will talk about gaming round, and let's start with all the process. And my first round was gaming round. So it was an online assessment. I will must say, and I should say that it is a very unique and new thing which IBM have adopted. So it is a gaming round and known as cognitive availability. So basically, it's your cognify. Here we are made to play logical games, and the games differ from each other. I will talk about that later on. So in total, there were 5 games, and all of the games were time bounded. And the in starting also you will get a demo, so you don't need to worry that what will be the game. Directly will come with the game. It's not like that. You will get a proper demo that what exactly you have to do. But then also I will try to explain you each and everything with each and every game I can try. And talking about my point of view, as I said, that it is a very unique and new thing. And till now, like, you have to solve ability and cons questions and keep on solving them for 2 hours, because many companies used to have this round like ability questions, and you just need to give 2 hours paper. And even though you are not confident with that, whether I have done all the questions correct or not, whether I will be selecting for another round or not. But in this case, you just need to play 5 games, and that is also for around 35 to 40 minutes. And just after that, you will get your result. So they and in fact, in this 5 rounds, they are going to check your concentration, your mental reflexes, then your recalling capability, because there are the games where you have to recall the things and just apply them. And every puzzle you solve, you go to the next level. Also, there is no in particular game, there is no it's not like that there is a set of question and you have to solve 10 questions. You can solve as many questions as you can. Okay, so it's totally depends on you. If you have a good mental ability skills, you can solve 20 questions, and if you have a average mental ability skill, you can solve 10 questions. It's just that you need to collect the stars. There is a star mechanism they used to apply. So you need to collect as much stars as possible. Okay. Now coming towards the second round. So hopefully, I will try to explain each and every game later on. First, let me complete all the 3 rounds, basic rounds. So next level is your round 2, and it is a basic English language test. So again, here you have 5 questions, 5 sections, sorry, and each section is time limited again, and the each section vary from each other. So it may be of grammatical mistakes. You need to check for grammatical mistakes. You need to correct the spellings. They will be checking your vocabulary. Then you have to fill in the blanks with appropriate word, whatever it is. And the number of question is again in this section also, the number of questions are not fixed. It's totally depends on you and that particular time frame, how much questions you can solve. Okay. Here I would like to say that don't try to cheat. If you are applying for IBM, don't try to cheat from Google, because here don't have a set of questions that you have a 10 questions. So in starting 7 question, you just do them as quickly as possible, and for the last 3 question, you are trying to cheat. It's not like that. You have a time limit, but you can solve as many questions as you want. And also, the English assessment round contains negative marking. Okay, so if you don't know, don't try to cheat. Just skip it, because you don't have a limited questions. You have a lot of questions. You can solve as many questions as you want. You just need to score that particular marks, and the cutoff marks. You just need to score that. So don't just be patient, and have a good time limit skills. Okay, now coming towards my third round. Third round was interview round, the final round. And again, it was combined. It a tech round and HR round both. So it may be possible that only one person is going to take your tech round, technical round, and HR round both. In my case, I was again a lucky one, because I got a single person who was asking me both HR questions as well and technical questions as well. But in your case, in your case it may vary, that you may got 2%. But again, both the sections, both your HR round and your technical round, will combine in a single meet. You don't have to worry that, okay, now my technical round is over and now my HR round will be after 2 3 days. It's not like that. In a single meet, you have to go with both HR round and your technical round. It may vary that a single person is going to take your both rounds, or you have to face 2 persons. It may vary. Okay. Now, after before third round, I will also like to say that your first 2 rounds, that was your round one, your cognitive round, that is gaming round, and your round two. Round two is your English assessment round. Both are mixed. So it's like, first you need to submit your online application, okay, on your IBM portal, and after that, on the basis of your resume and your profile, they will select you. And after your selection for from basic round, that is your submission of resume, you'll get a link. And if there are 100 students who have submitted their online application, 70 to 80% students, they used to select, because they want to check their mental ability, not only the profile things. So you don't need to worry about that part. Then your first 2 round, that is cognitive round and English assessment round, are mixed up. So it's like you just need to join a particular meet. Mainly it is Webex. You need to join at Webex, and there will be a person who is going to instruct you everything. And after your first round, uh, the person who have selected for the second round are say to just wait over there and give their second round. And the person have not selected, they are asked to leave the meeting. So it's like that. You don't need to, it's not a 15 to 20 days procedure. It's just your 5 to 6 days procedure, or a 1 week procedure, and you'll get to know the result that you are selected for IBM or not. It's simply like that. Yeah. So now again, coming towards the cognitive round, I know that many on the internet have searched that the IBM procedure, proper procedure for gaming round is not conveyed properly. So I want to tell you that how exactly and what all games are you have to play, and you have to make the strategies for all what all games. Okay. So, because I don't want you guys to face the same problem as I faced, so mainly the games are divided into 3 different sections. And the third section, that is our verbal knowledge, is being added to the English assessment only. So as of now, if you are applying just after 2 3 months, so you just need to have two skills, or two. There will be 2 sections. One will be problem solving, and another will be numerical reasoning. And problem solving part will consist 3 games, and numerical reasoning will consist 2 games. If there is verbal knowledge, then it will consist one more game. So in my case, I have to play 5 games, but in your case, it may vary to 6 games. 6 game. It also 6 games. It's not like you have to play for 2 to 3 hours. It's just 45 minutes to 35 to 45 minutes procedure, and you will end up with your first round. And problem solving, as I said, that it consists of 3 games. So 3 games are shortcut. Shortcut is a game name of a game, and then resemble, and then gridlock. Also I will say, on the Play Store there is a game for shortcut. So I have practiced a lot for shortcut game, and I've downloaded that particular game and try to solve as many questions as I can. So you can also do that thing. And so basically a shortcut, here you have a blue marble, okay, and you need to place that blue marble on the required destination. Now it's not like that you just need to place it over there. You have to follow certain steps, and then you need to place that blue marble to the destination. And it to make it more complex, they will be adding a red marble. So it's like, let's suppose that blue marble is over here and red marble is over here and your destination is here. So you need to move that for red marble, and then you need to move the blue marble to its particular destination. It's like that. And you need to solve it in as many less steps as you can. And again, you don't have a level or a set of questions. You can solve as many questions as you can. Here you just need to select as much stars as you can. Okay, so you need to do in as many small ways as you can. Again, in starting you will get a very basic thing. As I told you just need to move a red marble and you can directly put a blue marble on the destination. And gradually the level will get increase and increase. You just need to grab the stars, as much stars as you can. Okay, so there is a cutoff for each game. So for the shortcut game, the cutoff was around 10 to 12 stars. To 10 to 12 stars just mean that you need to cross three levels at 3 stars, because the three stars are the maximum stars which you will get in first level, or whatever level it is. Okay, so you just need to cross three levels, that's it. So it's not that much tough. Okay, then second game is resemble. So here you need to have a good strong imagination power. Okay, so if you have a good strong imagination power, then you can solve it and do as many questions as you can. Here you are supposed to resemble the blocks. You will given a block and you need to resemble it. They will ask, what if I will rotate that particular let's take an example. Okay, so if you have a star, and they will ask you that what if I will just rotate this star into 180-degree, what exact the figure I will get. So you need to draw that particular figure. I'm just taking an example. It may vary. Okay, so this was resemble game. Then coming towards gridlock. Gridlock, here you need to add the blocks. Okay, so you will be given a particular grid and you need to add the blocks. Here you have a choice to rotate the blocks, but you need to add the blocks in such a manner that not a single space is empty. That is your job. Okay, and starting again, they will tell you each and everything whenever you will apply for IBM. But in starting you will get a very basic level, that you just need to put the block and your job is done. So it's like that. Then coming towards numerical reasoning consists of two games. First is Numbable. Numbable is a good game. Okay, so the level of games also will get increased slowly. Okay, so the last game is I just remember the name. It was Tally Up. Tally Up. Okay, yeah, Tally Up was the game, and Tally Up is the most difficult game which you have to face. Okay, in all the games. So Numbable and Tally Up. So Numbable, you have a what in Numbable you're supposed to click on the bubbles. Okay, that is all your job, which are equal to the number given to you. So let's suppose I have given a number 5. So I need to click on the bubbles which are equal to 5. So let's suppose there is a bubble of 3 plus 2, 4 plus 1. I need to click on that. 4 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 5 into 1. So it's like that. And in every 3 seconds the bubble will interchange with another bubble, and the number will also keep on changing after a certain period of time. Okay, and coming towards Tally Up is also one of the uh, typical game which you need to face. In Tally Up you have a two cards. Okay, and in two cards you will have a certain number of blocks. Let's suppose in right card you have block 1, 2 and 3, and here you have a block with 3, 4 and 5. So you need to sum up all the blocks and you need to judge that which one is greater. Okay, it's not easy, as I am saying. The certainty, the level of game will keep on increasing. So yeah, they may be equal. One can be greater, one can be smaller. So you need to click on greater one, and whether they are equal, whether they are greater, or which is greater. You need to find out that. So yeah, I guess that was all. If there any question, just then
Yeah.
let me.
So like we have a few more questions. Like, how long did it take for IBM to reply once we have applied for the job?
Okay, so it was for our case, it was very fast. I will say my procedure was done in 3 days. So on 31st August, I was done with my two games, and the result was come on the same day. And when I asked my senior that in what all days I will get to know about my final result that I have selected for IBM or not, he said that after third round you need to wait for 5 to 6 days. But luckily, on the same day, that is on 2nd of September only, in the midnight, I've got the result that you are selected. So
Cool.
yeah,
That's fast.
yeah. So it depends. Like it may take around 1 week or 2 week. That is all IBM used to take, but not more than 2 weeks. So you need to
Hmm.
wait for 2 weeks part
Yeah.
time period.
Okay. So Adish has asked that what were some most commonly asked question in your technical round or the HR round that uh, they have asked to you?
Okay. So I missed that part. So
Yeah.
in my technical part, as I said, that my technical person and HR person was same. So there was only one person, and I forgot the name. He was South Indian, and he was very cool, I must say, because what he has done is he just started with my introduction, and slowly it was like I was just talking, and slowly it went into technical part, and in some manner the interview was finished. And then I thought, where was my technical part? And then I came to know, okay, so in talking only he asked my technical questions also. So it's again, it depends what person you are interviewed with. So
So
there
how
can be
long it was? Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or how long it was?
30 to 35 minutes. 30 to
30.
35 minutes max.
Okay, that's
My
great.
both rounds were clear. So yeah, as I said that if you will get cool interviewer, then let's take an example. Like if an interviewer want to ask you about networking concepts, okay, so he just started with your OSL here. So if there is a strict interviewer, he will directly ask you, okay, now tell me about OSL here. Okay, so in that particular thing, you don't have any choice. You just directly need to answer. Okay, but in my case, or in the if the person is cool and just taking it, it just the situation is very chill, then the question may be very, he can ask you that, did you know that what are OSL here? So both the questions are same, but the asking manner is different. So here you have a choice. Okay, he's asking me that I know OSL here or not. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was
So
the
like
case.
the way of interaction was different,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
within the interaction, within the conversation,
Hmm.
he checked all these skills that you have, right? So
Exactly.
yeah. So like what happens over here is this is basically being a recruiter. I can totally resemble with that. So what I usually do is I don't take that typical interview. Okay, just explain me this. Just tell me what is the methodology, or tell me about this so and so bug or so and so stuff. What I do is I generally start with talking about the person's experience, about their skills, what they have achieved, and I just out of curiosity, I pretend that I'm so curious, like, okay, okay, you just mentioned that you know something about OSI layer. So, could you just please check out like what all stuff you know about OSI layer? Once I was doing so and so stuff in this area, and now I encountered this issue. Can you have any suggestion how I can fix this? So it's just a way, it's just a technique of asking the question, so that you don't feel what advantage does it have over here is you are not anxious. If a person is directly throwing a question to you, you'll get so anxious that, dude, what if I go wrong, right? But if a
Correct.
person is doing a conversation, you won't feel like an interview. You'll feel just like you're talking to a person and sharing your experience with the guy, right? So this is just a way to make the the person, the candidate comfortable with you, right? So this is quite usual nowadays. Good companies and good recruiters are doing it quite oftenly. Yep, I saw two hand raised over here. So firstly, going with Anurag. Anurag, please go ahead.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, please tell something about your resume part also.
Okay,
Yeah.
What
Okay.
so
are the skills and
Just a second.
projects?
Just a second. Just a second. Okay. For
sure.
the resuming part, we'll come to it. Before that, moving to the next question of Sajid. Then we'll take up both the session, both the questions at the same time. Yeah. Sajid, please ask the question.
Okay, thank you. Actually, here many people asking what is offensive security, defensive security, like that. So that I think you can make a webinar on that topic: security blue and security red. Uh,
Oh,
also,
yeah.
a vi- also a video playlist available in David Bomble's YouTube channel with Neil Bridges. Yeah,
Yeah.
security, one of the security specialists and experts. So I have watched that videos. Excuse, I have started my journey as a
It will
cybersecurity
be really
enthusiast.
great if you could just share the link in the chat. Okay, so people will
Yeah, sure, I will.
easily
I will. I
find
will.
it. Right.
As
That's
last week,
really,
I will send some links. Yeah, sure.
yeah. That's really
Uh,
cool. That's really cool.
Actually, I have
Okay.
started my journey as 1 month, but I have learned many things because I tried a lot. So
Yeah.
I recommend people to just don't ask everything to everyone. Just put some efforts and
Yeah.
search in Google or YouTube. You can get something. Yeah, like that.
Exactly, exactly. You should have that
Yes,
skill to Google. What is the major skill that everyone should have is to Google stuff,
research.
right? Yeah, yeah,
Research.
yeah.
Also, a room available in Try Hack Me. Research. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Okay,
I have talked
Deepak, do you
about
have
the
anything to say?
CTF. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
CTF things.
Yeah,
I think everyone knows Hack the Box. Yeah, Hack the Box Academy. Hack the
yeah.
Box also conducting some CTFs and introducing some vacancies with the CTF skills. So someone who are better at pen testing can try that. Deepak Ahir also can try that also. I have the suggestion
Exactly.
for him.
Yeah, I do
Also, he
solve
can.
boxes on Try Hack Me.
Yeah,
Wow.
actually, I have started bug bounty horse in Tamil language. My mother tongue is Tamil. I have
Hmm.
purchased a horse and I'm learning it. My instructor Karthik, a YouTuber from Tamil Nadu, he told
Okay.
that about a pen tester who's working 6 months as a pen tester doing bug bounties, but no bounties, just only Hall of Fames he got. But he
Hmm.
created a creative CV with all those Hall of Fames as in a CV as experience hands-on activities. So he got a
Wow.
job and his entry-level job and sorry, he's a fresher job as a security test pen tester. His salary is 75,000 INR. He mentioned that person. He's also Indian, so you can try that
Yeah.
way also, Deepak bro. Thank you.
Wow. That's great. That's really great. Okay, you can just share all those links with us. It will be really helpful for each and every person. Okay. Yep, Deepak, please go
Sure, I
ahead
will. Sure,
quickly.
I will. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, sir, is this the job role is like when we are applying, is this for any job role or for especially in cybersecurity? And
Uh,
Uh, you're
yeah, go
talking
ahead,
about
please.
IBM, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so in IBM in our campus, the job role was one was related to security analyst, then second was data scientist for data scientist people, and there was one more. I don't remember the job role, but yeah, there was three different domain that
And
they
the
were
procedure
hiring.
was same.
Procedure, as I said, the procedure was different for each and every job role. So for security analyst, there were 3 rounds, but for data scientist, there were 4 rounds.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
the test
Now,
was like 5 metrics test.
Sorry,
So
the
there is a
game, the
test
game you
5 metrics.
game. What about game? Sorry, I didn't understand you.
Uh, okay. Like you said, the shortcut game. So like,
Mm-hmm.
how can we practice that? Is
Ah,
there
okay,
any
okay.
app or what?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. As I said, there is an app. I will share with Rhythm sir, and he will share with you in your hacker community or
yeah,
whatever.
like I guess you are there on Discord, right?
I am
So
there. I am
anyone,
there in this.
anyone who would like to interact up even after the session can just go ahead on Discord and can chat over there. So
Cool, cool,
yeah,
cool, cool.
we'll share all the links over there. Uh,
Definitely.
and if you have any further question, because there are chances that we might miss a question, or there are
Hmm.
chances that in future you'll find out some questions, so you just hit us on Discord and we'll be there. Okay,
Sure, sure,
and yeah,
sure.
Sajid, it will be cool if you would share this on Discord too, because after the meeting has been finished, people may lost their these links. Okay, now yeah,
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
up the question, Anjan,
Sir, I
what
have
was
one
it?
more question.
How did you prepare for your resume?
Okay, so for resume, I will say just keep on making and keep on updating your resume. That is very, very, very much necessary. So what people used to do is in their third year or in their fourth year, they used to build their resume, which is a wrong thing. You need to start to build your resume in your first year only, so that you can know whether you are where you are standing. That is very much important. So if you are in your first year and if you don't have anything to write, it's okay. It's not like that. At least you have a basic detail with on a page. Okay, so that is very important.
Yeah. So, like, could you please mention, like, what is the specific details that we should mention, like experience, internship, projects, skills?
Mhm.
So, what are the parts that should be mandatorily present on your resume?
The first thing will be project. So what IBM recruiters used to do is that their first question after introduction is your project. What all projects you have done? Okay, so you need to mention your projects, whatever you have done. If you haven't done any project, then I will suggest to do at least one project related to your domain. That is very important. And then coming up with you have to mention your work experience. That is also very mandatory. Then your skills, and also I will like to say that don't mention the skills which you don't have, because they will ask you, like I mentioned in my skills column, I mentioned leadership skills. Okay, so they have asked me that explain me how you can say that you have a leadership skill. Okay, so that kind of question can also come. So
Yeah.
you need to be ready, and you have to only put the details which you have. Okay, so that is also very important. And then basic details, then skills, work experience, projects. Then yeah, I will say that okay, academic history is also very important. Yeah, that's
Academic
all.
history. Like
Yeah.
academic history, that will majorly cover your 10th, 12th, and graduation,
10th,
right?
12th, and if you have done any certification, you can put over there. And also, if you have a good LinkedIn profile and if you have a good digital portfolio ready, then you can mention your hyperlinks over there, so that they can go and check your digital profile and LinkedIn profile as well.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
sir, I made a project of like I created a CTF box for a beginner level player.
Hmm.
So, like, is that a valid project?
Yeah, you can mention. You can mention.
And I have done like other projects in from college side. One was in fake email detection using data science and AIML.
You can mention. These all are the
Anything
valid
that is
projects.
related to security could be mentioned in the resume overall, I guess, right?
Okay. Also, I will like to say that there is no invalid project. Okay, all the projects, if you have done anything, that is valid. It can't be invalid.
True, so true. Okay, so Anurag have asked that could you please suggest some topics related to cybersecurity on which we could make a project?
Okay, that is a good question. So, if you want to do a project, so I will say nowadays uh, vulnerability testing is in boom. So, what you can do is you can create a code, or you can create something so that a person who is doing pen testing can get an automated tool. So that thing is very new and haven't come. So you can do that thing. You can create an automated tool for let's suppose you can create an automated tool for SQL injection, because that is not there on the automated tools which we have on the websites. They are the basic things for the port scanner and all the things. So for the pen testing, you can create something automatic, or yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Gagan, do you have something to ask?
Yeah, hello, good evening. Bro, congrats on getting selected to IBM. first of
Thank you
all.
so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, like as you said, like in our college, it's like we have to choose track elective in the third year. Like I chose cybersecurity as major, and my first 2 years have been into like CP coding and all that stuff. So really new to this topic. So what would be your take or advice for me, like to get started with?
As I said that in starting, if you don't know what to do in security line, what you can do is you can start with certification. That is the main thing and basic thing that one should do. You can
So
start with
basically, we should
security.
go with security plus, and then comparatively to
Security
CEH and
plus CH, and also mind that CH is very expensive exam. So once you are ready and
mhm.
you have the basic knowledge about security, then only go with it, because it's cost around 24,000. Okay,
Yeah,
so you need to be ready for CH
somewhere
and
around
security
three.
plus as well.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Only
and
and
one more
only the
thing.
examination cost, not the whole kit. If you are going
hmm,
to buy the whole kit, it's gonna be $700 or $800.
yeah, correct, correct, correct.
I guess they'll provide the whole kit, right? Like if you don't have any experience in the industry, like 2+ years experience is needed to just directly take the exam voucher, or
Hmm.
else you have to buy the whole toolkit.
See,
I
they'll
I
guess
force you.
probably guess so.
There are a few sellers and resellers available in the market, which will they will force you to buy. But there are ways in which you can get only the exam voucher, right? So,
Okay, that
I have
sounds
only
good then.
purchased the exam voucher. I haven't buy the full kit.
like if
Okay,
you
and
are interested in learning the whole stuff, then you can buy. But it's totally up to you. If you are going to buy the only the exam voucher, you can do so. There's not an issue.
okay, and like after getting undergraduated, like will it be good to go for like MS, like masters, or will the cyber certifications matter a lot?
Okay, so I will say masters have a different opinion, and
Hmm.
if you generally have a you want to grab the knowledge related to cybersecurity, then you can go with masters. There's no doubt in it, because I'm also planning to do masters after some time. So yeah, you can do. That is also a good thing.
Okay. In the initial days, like, will it be a good take to get into red team and then probably like getting things like valid and then moving on to blue team, or it will be like working as a purple team in the beginning itself?
Again, it depends on you. So
So
if you are
it's on
good,
the basis of interest.
yeah, exactly. Totally depends on your interest.
Okay. And
Hmm.
do we have enough opportunities, like specifically we are learning all these things to get into the job right now, and after 2 years where I see from here, like will there be good opportunities for the off-campus placements, like typically speaking about, do we have that many opportunities to get selected in cybersecurity job roles?
There are,
Let
there
me
are.
let me answer this. So I'll just go very straightforward with the statistics and the analytics that I have recently found. So I was making the pitch deck for my own company for Tech Hack. So how it was basically, I was researching and I was reading a few market research reports, and I came to know that by the year 2024, the cybersecurity market is going to be a worth of $500 billion.
Oh my God.
Right. And in India, if we talk specifically about India, then according to NASCOM, 43 percentage, okay, it is a really huge percent. Okay, so we have a shortage of 43% of cyber security analysts. We have a hell lot of jobs, but we do not have much qualified people to go for those roles. So there are a lot of opportunities out there in the market. Just you need to have that right skill, right? So if you ever think that if there are any job opportunity, or plenty of job opportunity, then dude, there are. But you need to be well skilled with each and everything that is required to get you a job, right? That's
So
what I
well,
was saying.
yeah. I really like the sayings of all this, but I really believe that in India, like, will there be that number of opportunities coming up in the next coming years? Or I doubt that, because most of my colleagues or like peeps have chose AML because they feel and say that like AML is the booming area. Like you'll get directly jobs just after being graduated, and cybersecurity is just lame one. And you can be cool to be honest, and then like it's all depending upon the jobs like where you land in after getting graduated. So we're just really confused about this.
If you would like to
Well,
answer.
that's their marketing strategy. That's the problem, colleges. To be honest, I am not in a college right now. Until now, I'm not in any college.
See, if I will talk about India right now, there are like the people are not getting the importance of security. You can say that at a certain level, but yeah, after 2 3 years, there will be huge opportunities for security. That is for sure.
Exactly.
So I'm just planning to get into penetration tester. So will it be good like if I complete my security plus first and then CH while moving on to EJPT and then to OSCP? Will
Yeah,
that be a good path?
yeah, correct, correct. It's a good path. See, start with security plus, I will say, if
Hmm.
you don't have basic knowledge, because I haven't done security plus. My faculty told me that security plus is a very basic, and if you don't have a basic knowledge about security, cyber security, then you should go with security plus. It's a good certification, and then you can go with CH, and slowly you can move up to a higher level of
Also,
certification.
for the people who are looking forward to get their CEH, you have a good, alternatives nowadays of CEH. Either you could go for, if you are into penetration testing, I'm saying, okay. So if you are looking forward to do CEH, I'll recommend you to either go for EJPT or Pentest Plus, right? Because these are the certification which will give you the credibility of a ethical hacker plus a penetration tester. So it will be an added advantage. Also, they are quite cheaper as compared to EC Council CEH. So
Mm.
that could be a good alternative. But there
Okay,
are
it's
companies
just the fact that
nowadays.
many of the companies right now, like if I see any profile job on LinkedIn, they just say like requirement CA certificate. Just because
Exactly.
of the industry relevance, just we need to go for CAs. To be honest, like there are many other certifications that are that gives many much more knowledge rather than compared to CH.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what I was saying, that there are a few companies who are still, forcing to get CEH, but it could be a, alternative. But also, if your dream is to get into a specific job profile in a specific company, and if they have a certain requirement of EC Council CH, then you have no other choice. You have to do so. So it totally depends on the company and company, right?
Uh, I have
Yeah.
a doubt,
Hmm.
which is I have prepared for CCNA. Within the short period, I have prepared much. I am seeking for the exam, but exam cost is too high. $400 is not a big deal. It's not. It's a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
CCNA.
For CCNA
Any
you are talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah. And there any CCNA exam giveaways or exam vouchers, coupons like that available?
Okay, so I will say I have given my CCNA in free. So it was very strange to hear that you are giving that much of dollar and someone is asking for you
Currently
that
from
much
your
of dollar.
college side, Anjan, I guess, because
No, 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 no.
CNA
I haven't done
does get.
my CCNA course with my college side. I have done. Uh, uh, my faculty gave me a number, and he used to teach CCNA courses, and he created a particular batch and taught us CCNA.
Hmm.
Well,
Okay,
actually, I
but
have got the free classes. I have prepared from the free classes from Udemy by David Bombal,
Mhm.
and I have read the resources he mentioned, and I have got the PDF books and print out something for the hard copy for the studies. I'm studying right now. Actually, I'm working 10 to 11 hours a day
Mhm.
regularly. Then I have to take part in exams. So for the examination, I have to pay $400 to Cisco. That's the issue. Is there
That may
any?
be a case. That may be a case. I don't know
Yeah,
about it, but
might
that
be
may be a
yeah.
case.
possible.
Yeah, is there anyone like the free horses? Someone else give the free tokens or free coupons for the
You
examination
could
like
see
that?
if someone is
That's
giving
I'm asking.
some sort of giveaway. Or see, what I basically say is the best way to get some discount is to give the genuine reason to the company. Okay, you could directly mail to Cisco asking for a discount because this thing happened, right? The EJPT certification I'm talking about, and the Cisco certification and the offensive security certification, I encountered a few cases where people were unable to give that cost, and they just mailed to the person, the concerned person who is the in charge of those examinations, or directly to the company, and they have got a discount. So you could try. I'm not saying that definitely you can get, but you could try, right? So this could be a way to get some discount or anything like that, right?
Yeah, actually last week I have told about the Coursera financial assistance like that. So let's try to mail the cisco.com. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't mail Cisco on their official mail ID. Just search. Actually, the thing is there are a few person related to Cisco who are responsible for the CCN examination or the course specifically. Mail to them, right?
Yeah, okay, understood, understood. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Whew. So now,
So yeah, Rhythm, like I have one question for you. Like to get an internship under you, like I'm complete room right now, so I plan to join an internship in your guidance for the next semester coming, like summer internship. So what would be your take on that? Like I'll try to leverage on my skills, that's for sure. But would you like to add some points to it?
firstly, I'll ask Anjan to go with it because we done internship recently, and
Okay.
yeah.
So for TechEc, I will say just make your profile as strong as possible, because what Rhythm sir used to check is your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so you need to make it as strong as possible, because in my case also, he has suggested me 2 3 points also, and he asked me questions related to my LinkedIn profile only. So just make it as
Oh,
strong as possible, and
Yeah.
you
So
can get
basically,
something.
we have a rule at TechHack. I'm not comparing myself to any other company, but over here, even though we are a startup, but I have this policy at TechHack that is no resume, no CV policy. So I don't look at resume, and the people who submit the resume, I just reject their application. I only look to their LinkedIn profile and talk directly to them, right? So but yeah, obviously some companies ask for your resume, so I'm not denying that you don't have to prepare that. But yeah, keep your LinkedIn good. LinkedIn matters a lot
A
nowadays.
lot, a lot.
a
if you
Twitter
want if
or a
you are
LinkedIn?
looking forward to get an internship at Tech Hack, maintain your LinkedIn, do some posts, and just get some lamplight, I'll say, in cybersecurity domain. Okay, have some achievement, and have some skills to showcase, right? I don't care about your certifications majorly. Just I care about your skill set. That's it. How to get an internship at TechHack? That's what I said. Just have a good LinkedIn profile, showcase your skills to me, and that's it. That's all. That's how you'll get an internship at TechHack.
Okay, thanks, Ratan. Like I'll be reaching out to you in the next summer. Hoping so. I'll get selected. Thank you. It was a very great interactive sessions, by the way, dude. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Means
you
to
so
us.
much for joining.
Okay. Pinaki have asked, what about DRDO training in cybersecurity? Pinaki, I don't want to comment on DRDO training. There are basically, there are two things. First is getting an internship at DRDO. Over here in this session, we have talked how we can crack an internship or a job in private sector. I will manage, like I will arrange a webinar, a workshop on specifically related, based on the field, that how to crack an internship or a job in government sector in India. So just wait for that. If you're asking about the DRDO training, then that is quite boring. But yeah, if you want to get a certification, you could apply for that. Okay, Anurag have written, I have applied for your company's campus ambassador for not get any response from your side. Anurag, I guess you don't have that good LinkedIn because as I said, I check LinkedIn for sure. So just improve your LinkedIn and that's all. Okay. Okay. Any more questions, guys? We have come to the end of this session. It's been 2 hours. Right. So any questions? Well, is it good choice to opt for pen testing as my career choice? Anjan, please.
Yeah, you can opt if you can make yourself that much caliber and understand the concepts of pen testing at that level, then you can opt it as your career choice.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone else who have a few questions, or we are just at the end of this session? I hope you guys have
Yeah,
learned something.
actually, I have one humble request to Anjan ji.
Yeah, say.
I have reached the weekly request send limit, so I have followed you in LinkedIn. If
Okay.
you can please send me a connect request so I can connect with you. That's the humble request.
Cool.
Sorry. I can't. I didn't get you at the end.
Okay,
You're saying.
let me explain. What he said basically, he have reached to the weekly limit of getting connected with the people on LinkedIn.
Okay.
It will be he followed you, so it will be good if you could just send him the connection request.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank
Definitely.
you. I am Sajid Ahmad. Yeah, that's
Okay.
my name.
So for
Okay,
all
thank you.
those who want to ask any queries related to
You share your LinkedIn
cybersecurity,
profile
that's
in the
all.
chat, Anjan. That will be
Definitely, that was here. I've shared my LinkedIn profile and Instagram ID as well. So yeah.
Actually, it's the second account. Yeah, I have searched your LinkedIn when the webinar
Mm-hmm.
started. It's second. Yeah, I have followed that. Um,
Sorry again. I didn't get you. Your voice is
uh,
cracking in between. So.
well, I said that your
Mm-hmm.
account is the second account. Yeah, I have searched when the webinar
second.
started. Your name on LinkedIn. It
Uh-huh.
showed second. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Oh,
It is
that
basically
that may be a
showing
case.
second. It is showing second because Anjan might be a connection of your connection. That's why it's second. So
Oh,
LinkedIn have
okay,
That may
okay,
be a
okay.
case.
Uh,
it is first
Engine
connection,
Nima
second connection.
second. Yeah. I
Right.
have
Yeah.
identified that you have replied to Jain G. So that I have identified that
Yeah.
that's your account.
Okay.
A webinar
Oh,
post, yeah. I will check your
that's
profile, yeah. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
cool.
thank you.
Cool. Okay. So a small request I have for you people on behalf of whole Tech Hack. We are really working hard to get these sessions possible for you. So it will be quite great for us if you could just post your reviews, your suggestions, or your experience about these sessions. It's been, I guess, 3 or 4 sessions regularly on weekends. So if you guys could just give us a little bit of exposure on LinkedIn, it will be really great for us, and it will actually inspire us and motivate us, so that we could arrange so many sessions for you people, right? So that's a quite request from you people to just go ahead and share our word on LinkedIn. Yeah, Deepa, please go ahead.
Uh, okay, Anjan sir, I have sent you a request. Please add me on LinkedIn and to Rhythm sir. Uh,
Yeah.
sir, could you please take a mock interview of mine,
What?
sir? Mock interview for a penetration tester, sir.
Mock review. I didn't
Okay,
get
I
like
you.
think I think he's asking for you to prepare himself for interview for pen testing. I guess this
Oh,
is his question.
okay, so you are okay. Okay, mock interview. Okay. Cool. Okay, cool guy. Cool. Deepak. So when did you have your interview scheduled? The actual one.
uh, sir, it had to be it has to be today, but the interviewer said that it will be rescheduled on Monday or Tuesday, I guess.
Monday or Tuesday. Okay, cool. Are you the same person who messaged me on WhatsApp regarding the interview?
No, sir.
Oh, sorry, on
I
LinkedIn.
messaged you
On
on
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Okay. So cool. Not an issue. Okay, I'll take your mock interview. So the job profile is of application tester.
Apps
Application
engineer,
pen
sir.
tester.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
they said, AppSec engineer, but it will be like application tester only when it
Okay,
comes to
cool, cool,
cybersecurity.
cool. I'll take the mock interview. Not an issue.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else who have any questions to ask from Anjan? Go ahead, please. We are here for a minute or two more.
Sir, does this referral thing work in IBM
Um, I
for
guess no.
fresher?
I guess no. You need to work. You need to showcase your skill set, and that's what matter. You can't
Referrals
refer
only
yourself.
work in, TCS, Infosys, Detox, but not an IBM for sure.
Not in IBM, that is for sure.
So is there any opening in IBM right now? Like, if you know.
You need to search about it because I
Yes,
don't know.
search in LinkedIn. I have searched.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
one. Hello,
Yeah, you are audible.
sir. Oh, actually, sir, question is, what are the basics, sir, CTC IBM offer to freshers?
It's depend for security analyst. It may vary from 5.5 to 8.5 as a starting package.
That's the decent amount that you'll get in any company, and obviously IBM pays you quite better amount than the rest. So
Hmm.
yeah, you know. But yeah, as a freshie, if you're getting a package of 5 to 8, it's good. You should get it, right? Okay. Anyone else who have question to ask? Go ahead, please. Okay, Sumit. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Anyone
Thank you
else?
so much, Jain ji and Anjan Neema ji. Thank you so much
Thank
and
you.
have a
Thank
nice
you.
day. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Thank
You
you.
Take
too.
care. Bye bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
Bye bye. I'm leaving. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Rhythm, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sir, oh, actually, please organize a session in DevSecOps.
Oh yeah. Just a second, dude. Just a second. Let me write. Let me write. Let me write. Let me write. I'll forget it. Let me write. Let me write it once.